This came in a cool little package and it was shrink wrap, but I ripped the shrink off and I started to flip through this cool little slip cover, and then I realized I need to do an unboxing, and I already took the shrink off, but that's all right. So if you know some of the things from the Merry Mushmen, you may have seen Black Sword Hack, which I picked up, or a folklore bestiary, which is great. It's all these little like folklore stories from all over the world that you can just plug into any game, and it's got all kinds of cool stuff. Or they're packed. I don't even know what these called. They're like little magazines. Knock. And I'm missing the one with the skulls on it, but these are amazing. They're dense, packed with ideas, crazy cool art, and again, the slipcover theme, if I can show you, lives on. So you can see, or you will see shortly, same thing, and boom, same thing with the slipcovers. Love it. So, but that is Knock, but we are here to look at Nightmare Over Ragged Hollow. Now, thinner, but it's still, I think, 79 pages, 80 if you count the back cover, not counting the slip. Love this. This is one of the things that attracted me when I first saw this on Kickstarter. Not to mention, they were saying, hey, if this little pamphlet, this little adventure pamphlet does well, we'll make more. It's the beauty of Kickstarter. But I am currently doing a West Marches in a hex crawl style. So I'm kind of devouring anything that's hex crawler-ish. Yeah, hex crawler-ish. Let's take a look first of all. You can see we'll come to the actual little pamphlet, but you'll see this opens up. So playtesters, thank you. Rest in peace and welcome to Ragged Hollow. I'm not going to go over all this. I'm just going to show it and you can just kind of peruse it and see. Obviously, we'll be doing some delving or adventuring through these structures. Again, I love the full use of space and this little village that's here. So what's on the back? There's that. So we'll set that aside. Oh, I love the little touch. This is not damaged in shipping, but they gave it like wear marks. I love it. So you have just like real light Reader's Digest style, and then we've just got the paper here because the cover was the slip cover. Goes into, if you're new to the OSR, the old school Renaissance, I'll just break it down. Think original Dungeons and Dragons. Think situations over plot, and letting the players kind of come up with ideas to defeat things in game rather than their player sheet. Just in gist. So you keep things moving. You'll make rulings at the table as the referee instead of kind of, it's rulings over rules. And if it makes sense, try to flow with it. I'm not going to go by every page. Again, 80 pages, but you can freeze frame, take a peek as we go. But I wanted to give you a look of what's inside. So again, the Merry Mushmen always have just very nice layout. You get a little wild and crazy with some of the articles in Knock, but as I was going through things like the folklore bestiary, the consistency in their layout and their breakouts and their explanations just made it so easy to grok. So you'll see some of that coming through here as well. Just a pleasure to read and kind of peruse. Now, I haven't fully looked through this. I was literally looking at the slipcover when I thought, stop right now, do a quick unboxing, riffle through. So starting your adventure, again, I'm not going to go every page, so let me flip through and I will pause. I love the rumors. I love having rumors. I make my own lists of rumors. I try to randomize them just so that there's little nuggets that can drive situations that can pop up for the players, and that will surprise me as well. Again, a little map of Ragged Hollow, And if I remember right from the Kickstarter, I'll try not to shade, but every little area here, these little buildings, some of them are numbered and they'll correspond to information that's in the booklet. I'll pause here again. So this is what I'm talking about a nice touch. So this is a page for night events that happen in Ragged Hollow. Now there's no need to put this in black with the white background, but it almost tells you what it is. As I'm flipping, I'm thinking, oh, is this something to do with nighttime? And that's what I'm talking about with the Merry Mushmen. There's little design elements just in appearance that kind of lead you down the path. Windler House, and again, I'm going to just stop every once in a while as I'm flipping through. I'll stop and just show little snippets. And again, we're looking at that blown up hex, and this is where I've been really enthralled, is with hex crawls and kind of the layering that happens to a hex that you can as a player. So if I'm refereeing it, fine, I'm ready for like a 3-layer cake. And my players know that they can just move through the area and they'll run into some stuff, but if they spend a little time, they'll kind of get to the second layer. And if they really just maybe camp out and almost grid search the place, they're going to hit a 3rd layer. And again, I don't always know what those layers are. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I've got it set up so it's randomized, surprising me and the players. We'll stop at one more, the Bleak Mountains. So again, there's a bunch of content supporting this hex. So a few pages in from that, you can see some of the information. The Wailing Hills, a nice little bandit tower that's in there, and a lot of charts. So this is where you're entering into a temple. So these are encounters for the temple. You're going to have several different rooms, and then there's clear, clean breakdowns that will tell you what these different areas are. Ending the adventure, and then Appendix 1, new magic items. Appendix 2, potential retainers or replacement characters. And then a little player sheet, Nightmare over Ragged Hollow.